Good evening, gentlemen. This is Mr. Jun, and this is Mr. Eddie Tura, my partner. We will show you today the result of the creation we did, the result of our hardship for almost several months about fabrication of common rail injector tester. And this assembly, we start from the beginning, and after around 6 months, we were able to run this tester. And today, we want to show you our test number 1 about this tester. First of all, I want to introduce to you what are the common rail tester, or what are the brand of the common rail tester we use for this. And I want to show you the first one. Please close this up. This CRC common rail injector drive. And you can see from this tester that this is having adjustment for frequency and for the pulse width. If I press this one, if I turn this one, increasing the frequency, pulse width, and this one is increasing the frequency. From here, we can select different type of injector, like Denso, Delphi, General, and of course, Boss. Once we select any of this injector, then you have to run. And then this wire will go to the injector and provide signal to that injector. Okay, next one I will show you is the CRYB690 Common Rail Injector Drive. And this one is a better model, and it is a digital. We can set the pulse width and increase the pulse width up to 1,899 or around 1,900, like this. And we can increase the frequency from up to maximum of 1,629 frequency. Okay, from here, what is this one is a stroke counter. If I can set this stroke counter by pressing the set, and I can select what specific stroke I want. Say for example, I want 200 stroke. I have to go to 200 like this and set 1. It's become 1,000. Reset, escape, and then set. Okay, this one I want 9870. Okay, and then 0. Okay, 4, 3. Okay, we have to reset again and then set. Okay, we have to set this to 0. That is okay. Set 1, and then have to set again into 0, like this one, 2, 1, and 0. 0. Okay, 0. Okay, and then set, and then it will want 200. Say for example 200, you have to press this one, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now it's 100. And then next we have to set this into 0. Okay, now 100 strokes. It is not it's set to 100 strokes. Once I press Denso, because my injector is Denso, it will run and give signal to the injector of this cable. So that is our CRYB690 injector drive. Okay, now I will show you the most sophisticated common rail system tester, which is a CRC 300, and this has the capability to simulate 6 injectors at a time. It has the ability to supply suction control valve, pressure switch signals, and also it can use for calibration of the high pressure pump. It can simulate, it can open like it is fixed on the engine. So this model is very sophisticated one. Everything, injector and high pressure pump or high pressure supply pump can be checked in this one. Okay, now I want to show you this one. But why there is this box? This is an ammeter. When I switch on the battery, please. Okay. Positive, please. So if I switch on the battery switch, you will see the ammeter for the pressure, for the current will on. Okay, now you see light is on, and you see the voltmeter is also on, like this. When I switch on, off, and I switch on the battery switch, this is for the what purpose? This is for the purpose of knowing the battery charging of, and because there is alternator. And what is the use of alternator? Show alternator, please. What is the use of the alternator? The alternator is used to charge the battery, and the battery is used to run the frequency converter or frequency inverter. For what reason? Because all the simulators are 50 Hertz, and 50 Hertz is not this will not run good in other countries, like in the Philippines, where the cycle is 60. Now we have to produce 50 cycle by means of an inverter, frequency inverter, that will convert the output into 220 volts, 50 Hertz by means of a frequency converter. That's why we need alternator and battery. Okay, so how about this one? This one is the switch, which is 100 ampere switch. When I switch this on, that like this, and then I can start this button so the motor will run. Okay, I will go now to the graduated cylinder. This graduated cylinder is used to measure the amount of fuel injected by the injector at a given time preset in the simulators. If we set the frequency, change the parameters of this, it will be delivered, and there are changes also in here. These fittings are directly come from the injector, from here. And this one are the one that collect fuel from when the injector spray, it will come on this line and deliver to the graduated cylinder. Okay, so we will now see the master injectors. These are master injectors. In the case of this tester, this is used as master injectors. But in the case of the customer, you have to fix here the customer injector. Okay? And if the customer injector is fixed here, then fix the fitting, then we can measure the delivery of this injector, whether it is working properly or no. That's why this is very important. This is our master injector included in our tester. And how about this one? Since all injectors have return lines and should be collected, we use a block to collect all the returns by all the 4 injectors by these fittings, and it is the collected returns will go to this banjo bolt fitting and return to the fuel tank. Okay. Now I want to show you is the high pressure pump. Okay, please show the high pressure pump. This is the high pressure pump, and it is the drive coupling. This drive coupling is directly connected to a shaft, pillow blocks, and go to the motor downside. Motor is a 2 horsepower single phase motor which is driving this unit. Okay, from this high pressure pump, high pressure fuel is delivered to the common rail. The common rail, there is still the limiter, pressure limiter is here. There is the manual hydraulic valve which control fuel pressure from this gauge. Please show the gauge, and this is the gauge is high pressure gauge which is up to 1,000 bar. Yes, 1,000 bar is, for the sake of testing, we use 1,000 bar, but in the final one, we have to change this into 2,000 bars. Okay, and for the meantime, this can be used to test this machine. Okay, this is high pressure gauge and common rail, and this is hydraulic valve. And the fuel filter is here. This fuel filter is used to make sure that the fuel coming from the fuel tank will be cleaned properly, collect sediments and some dirts, and any impurities will be collected in this fuel filter before entering to the high pressure pump. Initially starting, we need to prime up the fuel coming from the fuel tank by a manual hand primer, which is installed here. That will help you to start the unit. Okay, from there, I want to show you to start the unit. Please set PID for the CRC common rail. Before I start, make idling only or maximum. Make idling, make a little idling. Okay, set parameters for the first one, CRC 05. We have 5.6 ms or 5.6 frequency is 11, pulse width is 5.6. Please set CR YB690 into idling, okay, to like 300 pulse width, and say for example to 300, same 300 for the okay, for the frequency. Okay. Now, I will run the motor like this. I press this up. I turn the switch on. Motor run. See, from here, you can see now the drive is working. Show the drive. Okay, you can see the fuel is coming up here. And then I will increase the pressure by tightening this one. You see the pressure gauge starts now to rise up, and then like this. Okay, we'll wait little up to this pressure reach around 200 to 300, because the normal cranking pressure of the common rail system should be from 200 to 300. So from the calibration data, there are some on idling at 250 pressure or 300 bar pressure based on calibration data which we use. Okay, now we will show you how to run the simulator. Okay, run Denso please, and run. In the CRC is run. Okay, now two simulators are working, and now we are waiting only the fuel from here, from this injector to come to this, so that we can see the delivery. So it takes little time because this hose is very long. The fuel is slowly come up until it reaches here. So, but signal is already here coming from our simulator. This is run already. You selected Denso already. Okay, Denso is selected. No, Denso is not selected. Please select Denso. Okay, and then this one is Denso is selected. Okay, so we'll just wait the fuel to come up from here. We need to increase pressure. Okay, to make more faster. Okay. Now the fuel starts to drop. Because of we set the parameters into idling, you see the delivery is very small. But if we change the parameters, we change the pulse width and the frequency, this will becoming more. So try to increase pulse width and try to increase the parameters, pulse width and frequency. Please increase. And then, okay. Now press Denso again. Denso is selected. Okay, Denso is selected. Okay, run. It is run, huh?
Run.
Run already. Okay. Okay. Increasing pressure. Okay. How about CRYB? Okay, now starts. Delivery starts now. Because we increased the delivery. The parameter was increased. That's why it is increased also. How about the other one? This one is increased already, both now are increased. So increase parameters here, and the CRYB make 400. Okay, now the delivery is here. Okay, since we are using two simulators with different frequencies and different parameters, so the delivery will not be the same. Unless we make these parameters are both same, the delivery will be same, because we are trying to test two types of simulators in one time. That's why the delivery is not same. But if we are using this one, which can simulate 6 injectors at a time, all the delivery might be all equal in case of good condition injectors. Okay, and you see the delivery is here, and if we want to test this one, in the machine there is timer. There is timer, like you set into 200 strokes, 100 strokes, and then it will count down, it will close like this, by means of actuators that will close and open the delivery like this. So that is still balanced. In the next video, we will show you the operation of this. This is not yet finished since this is the first testing. So we were not able to put the actuator for the timer. Okay, you will find the pressure now is still developing and increasing. So more accurate delivery will be delivered here. Okay. Gentlemen, now we will give you more ideas. We will give you more ideas in the next please here. In the next video, since this is testing number 1, we will give you more updates on our invention, and I hope you will learn something on this video which will help you and guide in repairing common rail injector. Now, I will show you, before we end this video, I will show you one more models that we are now starting to develop. Is a compact type compact type machine, injector machine. This is a compact type, which this will be driven by a calibrating machine, which is a traditional calibrating machine. This unit is to be fixed on the calibrating machine complete. Here in the drive, this is the high pressure pump, this is the common rail, this is the return blocks, and these are the injectors. Fuel filter is there, priming pump is here, and once this is fixed to the traditional calibrating machine, it will work, it can calibrate a common rail injector, including a common rail pump. Pressure switch is here, limiter is here, pressure limiter is here. In the future, we will show you once this is completed and what this is run in the actual machine. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the meantime, we will say goodbye, and we hope that you will learn something in this video, and in the future we will try ourselves to develop more creations that are very useful in all of us who are in this type of professions. So since common rail is getting very popular this time, we have to concentrate on the common rail and also in the gasoline MPI. Okay, please some words from Mr. Tura, your remarks, and please say something before we end this video.
Hopefully we will update more on this common rail injector tester.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tura, and good night, everyone. Close, please.